Okay, imagine this. Fortunes built purely on secrets. Trust is, well, incredibly fragile, and just one dose of a drug can completely flip reality on its head.
Yeah, and what if the only way to get rich, or even just survive, means breaking into the most secure place in the world?
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
Today we're diving into the really intricate, dangerous world of Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows. We're going to map out that huge gamble, infiltrating the ice court.
But before we get into the thick of it, we should mention Mindful Moments. That's our YouTube channel. It uses AI for some fascinating book analysis, really makes you think, sharpens those critical skills.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
So our goal today, let's unpack the very beginning of this heist, figure out what's driving these characters, and look at the, honestly, insane challenges they're up against.
Right, let's start with the setting. Ketterdam, specifically the Barrel.
The Barrel. Not exactly a tourist spot.
No, not at all. It's ruthless, a criminal underworld run by gangs. You've got the Dregs, led by Kaz Brekker, Dirty Hands. It's all about power dynamics, survival.
Kaz Brekker. Dirty Hands. Even the name sounds intimidating. He's got this reputation, doesn't he? Super intelligent, always 10 steps ahead.
Oh, absolutely. He's a master strategist. The Dregs, they have their turf, their gambling hall, the slat, but it's a constant struggle to keep it.
And there are rivals.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Like Pekka Rollins.
Exactly. Pekka Rollins, there's serious history there. Rollins basically took everything from Kaz when he was younger. Ruined him.
So it's personal. Deeply personal. That revenge motive is simmering under everything Kaz does, isn't it?
Definitely. It adds this whole other layer to why he might take on something as crazy as the job Van Eck offers him.
Right, the proposition. Merchant Jan Van Eck comes to Kaz with this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Go to Sherda, break into the ice court, which everyone says is impossible, and grab a scientist.
Bo Yulbayur. He's the key. He knows the secret to making Jirda Parim.
Okay, so Jirda is already something that enhances Grisha abilities, but Parim, that's different, right?
Very different. It amplifies Grisha power exponentially, makes them capable of incredible things, but it's also horrifically addictive and ultimately destructive. Van Eck, he sees the danger if Fjorda weaponizes this. The Fjordins hate Grisha.
So Van Eck wants Yulbayur out of Fjordan hands, and the payment for this near impossible task.
An absolutely staggering amount. 20 million Kruj.
20 million.
Yeah.
That kind of money changes lives. It changes everything. But the risk...
Well, the risk is off the charts, which tells you something about Kaz and the kind of people he needs for this. Not just thugs, specialists.
People who operate in the shadows. Let's talk about the crew he starts pulling together. First, Inej Gaffa.
The Wraith. Unmatched stealth. She can get anywhere, see anything. But she has this heavy past, indentured at the menagerie.
A pleasure house, right.
Yeah.
And Kaz is buying her contract, slowly.
He is. It's complicated. There's obligation, maybe something more. A strange kind of trust between them, despite his usual calculating nature.
Okay, who else? Jesper Fahey.
Jesper, the sharpshooter. Incredibly skilled with guns, and he's got the Zemeni charm, right? But he also has a massive gambling problem.
Which causes issues. Was he immediately on board with the ice court idea?
No. Definitely skeptical, like any sane person would be, probably.
Then there's Nina Zenik. A heart render.
A powerful Grisha who can, manipulate bodies, stop hearts, heal wounds. She's Ravkin, ex-Second Army soldier, captured by Fjordans once before. Her whole focus is protecting Grisha.
Which makes the next crew member interesting. Yeah. Matthias Helvar.
Extremely interesting. Matthias is Fjordan, a former Druskal.
A witch hunter. Someone trained specifically to hunt and kill Grisha like Nina.
Exactly. And he knows the ice court intimately because he served there. But, plot twist, he's currently locked up in Hellgate Prison in Kerch.
And he and Nina have this incredibly complicated antagonistic past.
Wow. Yeah. Talk about potential fireworks. And finally, Wylan Van Eck.
Van Eck's son. Why is he on the crew?
Well, he's got skills with demolition, which is useful. But Kaz's main reason, at least initially, leverage, insurance. He's Van Eck's son.
Cold.
Yeah.
But probably smart, given who they're dealing with.
And there's another layer with Wylan he can't read, which his father sees as this huge failing, a disgrace.
So Kaz has this very unlikely team. How does he even get them to sign on? Besides the money, I mean.
Well, the money's huge. He offers Inej, for example, a share of 4 million Kruj. That's freedom, security, everything she wants.
A life-changing sum. But first things first, they need Matthias.
Right. Step 1, break a Fjordan witch hunter out of Hellgate, which is, just another casual Tuesday for Kaz Brekker.
And it forces Nina and Matthias to work together, or at least be near each other, the tension must have been.
Off the charts. Deep distrust all around, really. Not just them. It's a crew built on desperation and Kaz's promises. Then the journey to Fujerta itself, just getting there, is dangerous.
And even before the main event, we see how risky things are. And they just climb up that incinerator chimney.
Oh, yeah. That was intense. Shows her incredible skill, her nerve. But also how borderline reckless Kaz's plans can be. Her specialized climbing shoes start melting from the heat inside.
She still makes it, but it's a close call. Shows her resilience, but also the unpredictable dangers.
Exactly. And speaking of danger, betrayal is always in the air, isn't it? It's not just about the Fjordans finding them.
No, Pekka Rollins is still out there. That ambush on the docks.
A brutal reminder. Rollins trying to take Kaz out, steal the job. It shows how exposed they are.
And we see Kaz's ruthlessness, too. Big Bollinger, one of his own dregs, betrays them during that fight.
And Kaz deals with it, swiftly. No hesitation. Sends a very clear message.
Don't cross dirty hands. We also see Kaz is planning the decoy ship he set up.
Right, the Kalish Prince. It gets destroyed in the ambush, but it was never the real transport. The actual ship, the Fairyland, was hidden. Classic Kaz misdirection.
It really drills down into the main themes, doesn't it? Power, greed.
Absolutely. Van Eck sees this crew as tools, completely disposable, all for his own ambition regarding Jutaperum.
And Kaz. Ostensibly, it's about the 20 million Kruge. But that revenge against Rollins, it feels like the real driver, masking something else. Maybe vulnerability. His reliance on an edge seems to grow too.
It does. You see glimpses of it. And amidst all the plotting and danger, you actually start to see these unexpected connections forming within the crew.
Like Nina and Matthias.
Yeah.
Despite everything.
Yeah, especially after they get separated from the others, stuck together out on the ice after a shipwreck. That shared experience starts to, well, it changes things. Slowly. Adversaries becoming something more complex.
It moves beyond just witch hunter and witch.
It has to for them to survive. And you see other little things too, like Jesper showing this surprising protectiveness towards Wyland sometimes.
Little sparks of camaraderie, even in this den of thieves.
Maybe fragile sparks, but they're there. It makes them more than just a heist crew.
So as we wrap up this first look, we've got the team assembled, each one carrying secrets, debts, unique talents. They're heading towards an impossible target, the ice court.
The promise of that huge reward is there, but so is the very real chance of betrayal, failure, death. It's an incredible setup.
Absolutely. And as we think more about Six of Crows, don't forget to check out Mindful Moments on YouTube for more AI-powered book analysis. And of course, explore our other podcasts for deep dives into all sorts of fascinating stories.
Yeah, definitely worth exploring.
If this peek into the Grishavos has grabbed you, please subscribe, maybe share it with fellow readers. You can find a link to buy Six of Crows in our show notes.
And maybe just, think about the stories you read. What drives the characters? What's the real price of ambition?
Great point. Always worth thinking critically. Thanks for joining us.